Well, great day, everybody. We appreciate you all for coming. Typically, we do these things during a council meeting, but our council meetings sometimes are a little unpredictable, and we don't know exactly when we'd be able to get our honorees up. And Coach has such an important job, and what we didn't want to do is to have you up here all day waiting on a council meeting or all night waiting on a council meeting when we need you working on the H's and O's up there at Jackson State University. I want to ask if Coach Hughes will come and join me up here along with Mr. Tillman. As he's coming, I want to let y'all know that I've been knowing Coach Hughes since I was about 16 or 17 years old. I was playing football at Forest Hill, and he was coming over to Forest Hill, he was down at Hines coaching defensive backs and recruiting, and he was coming to Forest Hill looking at the more gifted athletes and recruiting while he was there. He's always had such an amazing and humble spirit, and he's always been accessible. I never known a coach who was as accessible as he was, particularly when it came to recruiting for programs, whether it was Hines or whether it was a program, whether it was Ole Miss or wherever he found himself. So, Coach, we wanted to make a presentation to you today to let you know how much we appreciate you, the fact that we believe in your leadership, believe in what you've always preached and talked about. And by the way, Coach Hughes also was extremely instrumental in showing us folks in the ecclesiastical arena that you can be bivocational and that you can be successful being bivocational. And that you can be bivocational in both the secular as well as in the sacred realm, and not have to compromise what you do and what you believe in. So at this time, we're going to ask that the proclamation be read. We're going to make this presentation, get words from Coach, and then we'll ask Mr. Tillman to give us some words of wisdom.
Resolved by the Mayor of the City of Jackson, Mississippi, that whereas with great honor, pride, and elation, we welcome Coach Tony Hughes to Jackson, Mississippi, and our very own Jackson State University. Whereas Coach Tony Hughes in his free time has explored the transformation of the South and Jackson State's past, Coach Hughes, has sense of the 17 SWAC championships and legends that contributed. And whereas Coach Tony Hughes' professional life is full of tireless efforts and skill that has aided in wins. He has exemplified great passion and devotion through the years to the game and to people. And whereas Coach Hughes never lost hope in becoming a head coach, he deservingly has been presented with this great opportunity with our very own Jackson State University. And whereas it has been widely attested to that Coach Hughes is a coach that truly cares. His skilled and experienced coaching and recruiting pedigree and style is one that is matchless. And whereas Coach Hughes states, at Jackson State, there's nothing else acceptable except winning championships or playing for championships. That's the standard. Getting this program back to that point is the only thing that is acceptable. And whereas we wish to honor Coach Tony Hughes on this occasion, sharing his passion for the game, Jackson State University in Jackson, Mississippi, and making a difference. We thank you for the impact that you have made thus far, and we are confident you will continue to do so. Coach Tony Hughes, in support and gratefulness for being willing to continue a great work in Jackson State University and the City of Jackson, we welcome you. Now, therefore, I, Tony T. Yarber, Mayor of the City of Jackson, Mississippi, present to you this proclamation extending well wishes and much success throughout your career. Given under my hand and seal of the City of Jackson, Mississippi, the 19th day of February, Tony T. Yarber, Mayor.
Good morning. To Mayor Yarber, I used to just call him Tony before he was the mayor. To Dr. Carolyn Myers, to Wheeler Brown, our athletic director, who I represent, and all of the Tigers from Jackson State University. I receive this proclamation with great honor and dignity, and I'm very thankful and humble to receive such a proclamation. The thing that is most important to me, there are 3 F's: faith, family, and football. And I'd like to give gratitude to my wife, Marion, who's not present today. Wish that she could be here. And most of all, to my faith in my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. And I'm just extremely happy to be a Tiger, really excited about the direction of our program, the excitement and the energy that's in our community right now, that's moving forward with our football program. As stated in the proclamation, the expectations are high. The tradition of Jackson State University of winning championships in football are extremely high. They're a challenge constantly on a daily basis. And my purpose for being the head football coach at Jackson State University is to restore that dignity and pride within the program, and also get our players to understand that same dignity and pride that goes forth, not just winning football games, but each and every day of their lives. The challenge is to be a champion in every part of their life, to be a champion in the academic world, to get a college degree, to be a champion on the sidewalk in the social realm, to be a champion in their faith, and if you're a champion in those 3, you'll be a champion on the football field. And so there's a lot of work to do with our program to get it back to where all of us want it to be. And but we're excited. We accept the challenge, and we're just looking forward to a great and bright future. And again, thank you, Mayor, for this honor. Thank you, City of Jackson. Thanks to all of the Tigers that are out there. And let's continue to move forward and build a championship caliber program that we want to build. We can build a championship team, but we also want to build a championship program where we compete each and every year. So God bless everybody, and go Tigers.
Thank you. I know I said we wanted to get Mr. Tillman to come, but Mr. Tillman, you always have to go last with the last and final say. We will ask Councilman Stamps if he had words, if he wanted to come at this time. Well, thank you for coming, Councilman Stamps, and we appreciate you being here. That being the case, Mr. Tillman, you're up. Now, notice I got an Alcorn man if I talk about Jackson State.
Good morning.
Good morning.
To the Honorable Tony Yarber, the mayor of this great city called Jackson, Mississippi, the capital city.
Sir.
Mayor, appreciate you honoring a great man with a lot of history of success in football and academics. I was at the reception they had a couple of weeks ago when I first heard you speak on your goals for Jackson State University, especially the athletes. One thing that struck me dearly was you said they will graduate. Your athletes will graduate from Jackson State University. That was a great commitment. And saying that, I know where your heart is. You just don't want to bring young men to the university just to play football, but you want them to lead as young men to go out in the world and be successful. Thank you again, and welcome to Jackson, Mississippi, and special West Jackson. Jackson State, as most of you know, is in Ward 5. I represent Jackson State University, and I'm always there, always will be there, although I may be absent sometime with some event, because sometime in Jacksonians and organized, you know, we're kind of clashing. Most time we together. Thank you and welcome again.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Dillon. Well, thank y'all again for helping us to honor our coach, Coach Tony Hughes. If you don't mind, if you would just help me celebrate him with